there, I'm Paul Draper. I'm a mentalist, magician, and anthropologist. I used to teach at the University of Nevada, Las Vegas. I have been the house magician at the Venetian in Las Vegas, performed for Dick Van Dyke's birthday party, J.J. Abrams' Christmas party, was just performing at Disneyland when all of this happened, and now I'm performing for thousands of people from this home studio right here. Right, and so what I am known for in the world of magicians is being a mentalist, is using my skill as a cultural anthropologist to study human culture and understand the psychology of people in order to perform as a mind reader. But in this new venue, I'm also incorporating a lot of magic performing here. Here, let me show you some mind reading. Can I do a piece of mind reading for you?
Yes, please.
Yes?
Yes.
Okay. So, Amy, I want you to imagine, here, let me move my table. I want you to imagine that I have a deck of playing cards in my hand. Now, I'm going to pull out half of the cards, Amy. Did I pull out the red or the black?
Red.
Absolutely right. So right here, I have the hearts and the diamonds. Which half do I throw away?
The diamonds.
Diamonds! So we have the hearts. I have the face cards and the number cards. Which one do I throw away, Amy?
Ooh, numbers.
Throw away the number cards. Okay, we have Jack, Queen, King of Hearts. Is that right? Name one of those cards for me now.
Out loud?
Yes.
King of Hearts.
The King of Hearts. Now, Amy, I knew that that's the card you were going to name. I almost went with the Queen of Hearts, but last minute, I knew that I would be off by one.
Stop! What? That is crazy!
So that's the sort of fun thing that I do. Here, let's do it this way, just in case this is a better look and a better cut for you for later. So I have a deck of playing cards right here, and I'll just fan out the cards so you can see all the faces. Now, it's hard to see them because the lights are bursting them out a little bit there. I'll lean in a little bit so you can see them. But Amy, if you would name, now truly, last time I tried to sway you. So this time I want you to name any card in the world. Name any card you want.
8 of clubs.
The 8 of clubs. And Amy, as I was spreading through the cards, did you see exactly where the 8 of clubs was in this deck?
Absolutely not.
Absolutely not?
No.
Okay, anytime you want, just say stop. Amy.
Are you gonna go back?
Sure. You got to go through the deck somewhere. Here, let me do this. Did you see where the card was?
No,
the card,
not at
you
all.
named any card in the world. You want the 8 of clubs.
Yes.
So I'll spread it out. Anytime you want, say stop.
Stop.
Right there.
Yeah.
Right there. You don't want me to go any further?
No, I like it right there.
Right there. Okay. I'm going to cut off exactly to where you said stop. Right there to your card, the 8 of clubs.
Stop. Come on, Paul.
So from this little venue, I'm doing everything from sort of interactive mind reading to also incorporating a lot of the magic from my childhood. Out of all those thousands of words on all those different pieces of paper, we made all these choices. Look at that sheet of paper. Is there one word that jumps out at you? Respect. So the difference between performing for a live audience and an online audience is that a live audience, if I'm going to perform something like bending a spoon with the power of my mind, I have the ability to have that audience observe the spoon, check it out, and after it's done being bent, they get to take it home. But with an online audience, they just have to assume that that's a spoon and that it is bending. Some audiences have asked that they can send me their own spoons that are pre-signed or have me send them things from the show. I'm happy to do that. One thing that changes in a big way is we don't have this communal ability to hear each other laugh and applaud. And so when performing in an online venue like this, I'm using the ASL applause like this, so everyone can see each other applaud. I bring up their screens in split screens so we can see each other. I try and make an open room 15 minutes before the show, like a lobby in a theater where people can come together and talk. and then for 30 minutes after the show so they can come together and talk. And I have a remote stage manager who logs in and manages that room to make that all possible. And so I'm trying to make it as much of a real theatrical experience and interactive, engaging as possible. When I started doing this at the start, I looked at it and said, any magic that could be performed in a way that's not interactive, they're better off watching some other magician on YouTube who already has a television show. I needed this to be an experience where it requires their choices, their assistance, their interactivity in order to make all the magic happen.
You're going to work with me to figure out which pig goes with which person. See, he looked away, so that means that one's his. If I gave you your correct sheet, hold it above your head. Ready? 1, 2, 3. There it is.
I was teaching at UNLV, and I paid my way through college and grad school doing magic shows. And one of my past students came to me and asked if I could perform for their party. And at first I didn't want to do it. And she said, my father will call you. Little did I know, her father was the head of the casino floor of one of the major casinos on the Las Vegas Strip. And so instead of quoting him a price, I just said, what do you think is fair? And the number that he offered me to do that one show was as much as I made per semester course at UNLV. So it suddenly came to my mind, my hobby could be my profession. And I've always loved magic. I like the term amateur because amateur means one who loves more, right? You love the magic. And I love it. I love performing and I love engaging and teaching. And it's been such a delight to get to travel the world doing this instead of staying in the same classroom in the FDH building on the campus of the University of Nevada, Las Vegas. Today I gave 2 lessons to magicians on their own shows and their own character. I've been creating content for magicians to teach them how, and speakers for them for how to do this on their own. I'm still doing medical anthropology work. I've been contracted by all of the healthcare systems in Indiana and some in Florida and one in New Orleans doing some of my medical anthropology work as presentational techniques and culture building and team building work from this venue. But a passion of mine in this time period right now is I looked out at the world and I said, well, who needs magic? Not so much of what do I want to do or what am I best at doing, but who needs it right now? And I realized that in the United States alone, we're not talking America, Europe, right? We're talking the United States alone. There are 18 million school-age children, 18 to 5, that are at home right now. And that means 200,000 of them are having a birthday party today, and 200,000 tomorrow, and 200,000 the next day. And they don't have a way to celebrate their 7th birthday. And so I thought that was something in particular that a need that I could fill. And so I've been very lucky that I've had some people contribute some money to me so that I can perform these birthday parties for needy children, parents who have lost their job, homeless children. Hewlett-Packard just hired me to perform for a large number of homeless children who they have provided devices for. And so I'm seeing this not only as an opportunity to continue to perform every day, but to fulfill a need in society to make sure that children still have a little happiness. Right, great question. So if people want to find out more about my online shows, go to mentalmysteries.com, or you can join me on Patreon at patreon.com/Paul Draper if you want to contribute so that I can continue to give free shows to children all over the world. When this all opens up, we need to be very safe and very careful in how we interact to make sure that we don't have to be closed in and quarantined like this again. But no matter how it changes, it won't be that way forever. I mean, it wasn't that way forever after the Spanish flu or the bubonic plague or at any other horrible point like this in history. Eventually humans will gather again and will share again and will desire to hug each other and to play. But throughout all time, human beings, we are storytelling creatures. We want to hear stories and share stories and song and dance and music and magic. And so no matter what the medium is, whether it's around a fire, over a television set, in a 5,000 seat ballroom, or here on social media and Zoom, magic will continue. Thank you, Amy and Vegas Unveiled, for having me on your show to share my art with all of you.